Hey guys, this is my video for Healthy Voices 2018 in Chicago. I'm going to be giving a slideshow with some of the pictures and videos that I've taken while I was there. These are some of the memories that I've had. I think I took something like 400 or 500 pictures and videos combined. So this is just a collection of the ones that I think I wanted to share with you guys. I'm going to be talking about what exactly you're seeing in some cases, but in other cases, I'm just going to let the video or the photo do the talking for me. So I hope you enjoy. So I left Toronto on Wednesday evening, and it was, fairly wet and rainy, as you can see here. But, Chicago was nice and dry, which is probably expected. I did bring a few snacks, as you can see in this photo here. Those snacks would sustain me most evenings and also provide some sustenance for guests that I had in my room. But Thursday was actually a pretty casual day. We had something later on in the evening for the IBD Social Circle, but most of the day was spent recording podcasts with Amber Tresca, which I hope will be coming out soon, and also just exploring the city of Chicago. We were very close to Millennium Park, so that was a place that we frequented quite often. Chicago is actually one of the most beautiful cities that I've been to, and the architecture is phenomenal. The city has a lot of history. There's a lot to see, a lot to do there. Obviously, if you go, you have to see the ever famous Bean, which I believe is called something totally different, but we all refer to it as the Bean. On this occasion, I was actually there with friends Sarah Ringer and Christy Stone. We did explore a little more of the city, as you can see here. Chicago has actually quite a few performing arts theaters. I was quite impressed. Time for lunch. That was actually a vegan ravioli. On this second walk, we were actually going out with fellow Torontonian Rashid Clark. He's a really fun guy, really great guy. Megan was there with us too, but we explored Millennium Park once again. Took him to see the Bean. This is actually the evening meal that we had there, and this is actually right before the IBD Social Circle Facebook Live chat that we had. Okay, so Friday is actually the first official day of Healthy Voices. So this day was, we started off with breakfast, like usual. That's my loaded oatmeal. So to kick off the event, Caroline Pavis, who is really the mastermind behind all this, I owe the entire event really to her, had presented, just kind of an opening talking about the various illnesses that were represented, and there was some other discussion there. We also had some ice-breaking sessions. Here we're actually coming up with a album, like a music album featuring songs that kind of represent our journey, represent our illnesses, and our band was called the Can't Keep Me Downs. Basic lunch there that we had. Tofu. We had basically tofu for every lunch and dinner, which was fantastic. Also, obviously, amongst other things. Here we are exploring more of Millennium Park. There were a few rabbits there along the way. This time we were joined by Maggie Baldwin. It looked like Dan Sharp was there. And we had a ton of fun there. Now, I started Saturday off with a cup of Mr. Noodles. Mr. Noodles would actually be a running joke for the entire time that I was there. My American friends really enjoyed it. I brought something like 20 packs of them, and I kind of distributed them all around. Here are some of the photos from sessions that we had. And then my friend Megan, Maggie, Sarah, and Christy recorded a video together. So I'm hoping that will be up for you guys soon. That will likely be on Megan's channel, and she is the Front Butt YouTuber on YouTube.
And, we all know.
I know where you live.
Yeah. We all know that having chronic illness is a lot. You need that social.
Time to eat again. So this is actually really cool. YouTube was doing a presentation and they actually featured my channel on there to give us some examples on, how to set up your YouTube channel and kind of best practices, which was really cool. Here's the famous shot with all the Canadians. Actually, we're missing a few Canadians from that shot. Rashid wasn't in there. This is the ever famous soup. Oh man. We moved mountains to get that soup. Here's Rexy making an appearance just ahead of open mic night. Rexy actually is being commandeered by Megan, but Rexy always tends to make an appearance at these events, which is kind of cool. This is some video from the open mic night, which was really great actually. There was a lot of amazing talent there, from comedians to performers and singers and whatnot. It was really a great time. Now, this is the last day of Healthy Voices. Again, we start off with breakfast, but this session here is kind of, the wind down. There's some people talking there. There's some panels that are going on, but it's really, the closing ceremonies of the whole event. That day ended pretty early. I think it was like around 1 o'clock. I had to say goodbye to some of my friends. This is Maggie. She's actually been an amazing influence on me in my advocacy work. Rashid Clark, again, from Toronto. He actually does work for Crohn's and Colitis Canada. First time meeting him, actually, but we've known each other for a while. I have to admit, guys, saying goodbye is always tough. Always tough. This is actually just before we headed onto the bus. Most of us actually did get transportation to the airport together, and we actually ended up meeting each other again inside of the airport, and that was kind of planned on our part. Chicago O'Hare is amazingly huge. We walked actually from one end to another to meet Megan, and then walk all the way back to get to our gates. But really cool airport, really nice. This tunnel here is probably not as nice as the one in Detroit. This is when we actually said our last goodbye to Megan before we headed off to the other terminal to say bye to Christy, and then I said bye to Maggie. Lots of really great memories. Chicago's such a beautiful city. The entire event was really great. I mean, I wish it was longer, obviously. I'm feeling it still several days after the event's done. I know it's hard on a lot of people. We're all there with chronic illnesses, but, I think it's important that we are there. And I'm so glad that an event like this actually exists. The flight back was absolutely beautiful. Middle of the day, really great. So here's the flight back to Toronto. And I'm going to use this time actually to just say thank you to Jansen, thank you to Tonic. These are really the driving force behind the event. They're the ones who got us all there. They're the ones who accepted the applications. I want to say thank you to them. Obviously, all of my friends who were there, all the friends that I've made, new people that I've met, and old ones that I get to say hi to again. Hi guys, I love you all. Hopefully we'll see each other again soon.